So we have EAFC Part 2, or the second half, or the next big update. Has it worked for you? Not sure it's worked for me. But let's get into it and find out. Hello folks, and welcome to a brand new video by me, Tactical Max 7 on YouTube. Today we're looking at a 4-4-2 defensive, and it is by one of my followers on X, SVNR7, who is a Bundesliga fan. Yeah, he sent me this the other day, and I've played about with it for a good few games. I like it, and that's the reason I'm bringing it out to you guys. It is a 4-4-2 with the defensive setup that fits into the new patch. Whether it's a meta yet or not, we're still kind of working out. But having the four in the middle, the two central defensive midfielders, your two centre backs, and then your what are wing backs in this one, helps you both in attack and defence. What I would say though is if you're finding that your position is going down the line way too much, I change these guys to fullback and defend if I need to. But let's get into team management and have a look at it. There's code. So it's a 4-4-2 holding, counter, build-up style, and balanced defensive approach. He didn't tell me the exact line height he uses, so I would go anywhere from 45 to 59, 60. I think between 50 and 60 is the sweet spot with this patch, so feel free to play about with it and do what is good for you. So, into our player roles. We have our left striker on advanced forward attack, and our right striker on false 9 and build up. Important to have the false 9. Our wingers or midfielders are inside forwards and balanced on both sides. Now what I would say is I found Sané's positioning to be a lot better with the ++. Roberto or Roberto, I didn't see him as much. He wasn't as visible, I would say, with his runs and his positioning. And I think that's because the ++ has quite a lot to do with the hidden stats that we don't always see, determination and all that sort of thing. So try and get your ++s. Our two CDMs, our left one is on holding and defend, and our right one is on deep line playmaker and roaming. If you're finding roaming is taking your players too far away or out of position, you can always stick them on build up. Or defend if you want to be more defensive. Our two central defenders are defenders on defend. Our left back and our right back are both on wing back and balanced. Our goalkeeper is on sweeper keeper, but just go with anything you want. I played him on sweeper keeper because that's what the instructions said, but I could go to goalkeeper just because I've got the ++. That's the positions they take up with the ball, so you can see that your wing backs are pushing up and you're building up with that triangle between Pirlo, Alouara and Sané, or Roberto, Eto'o and De Jong, or Kachawi, Roberto, De Jong. There's lots of triangles you have with this. 4-4-2 is a wonderful shape. Right. So this is a team I used. I was trying to make it as similar to his as I could, but I didn't have the same players. He had Mbappe and someone else up front. Can't remember. Who did he have up top? Have a quick look. He had a team of Thierry Henry, Mbappe, Vinny Jr., Yamal, he had Frimpong, he had Canute, he's got the new Cassius. So he had a very similar team. Don't know what you guys are thinking about goalkeepers, but I'm going to have to change Buffon because he's not got hands anymore. Right, let's get into some gameplay and see how this team plays. Right, let's get into the gameplay analysis. Microphone is working, which wasn't the same for the stuff before. I'll tell you that. So, like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. I'll quickly go back and show you his team because this team was quite well. Right. So what this guy did over the course of the game is he played the ball to Frimpong, or Zidane kept moving out into the right mid position, and then he knocked the ball forward towards Smith. 96 pace, 90 pace, 91 pace, Hunter. No, basic. You don't see much of Roberto. You see a lot of Zidane. You see a lot of Frimpong, a lot of Smith, a lot of Thuram. It is annoying. His defense was absolutely solid. Playing much faster than their card stats, which was really, really annoying. So 4-4-2 against 4-4-2. I'm with the defensive style one. He's on the more balanced style one. What we're finding I am finding playing in with this team. Yeah, playing with this team. Is I'm finding I'm playing against players that are just pace abusing now. All the time. It's a bit annoying. So we start off with the 4-4-2. We see Alawaran in the false 9 immediately a bit deeper. He's actually moved out to the right. Not sure why, but see Sani moving inside with his inside forward move. We're doing well, but you see how the AI is now, his AI is just lining up in 2 banks of 4, and he's leaving 2. Look at the gap between his defense and his midfield. Sorry, his attack and his midfield. Massive, absolutely massive. And this is what we're going to see. I guarantee it. This is what we're going to see. We're either going to see a bank of 5, because I'm working on 5 back tactics, or we're going to see 4 and 4. We're going to see 5, 3, 1, 2, or we're going to see 5, 4, 1. It's just what we're going to see. Because people are going to very much learn that if you can compress this space here, even though your AI isn't as good, you will be able to defend with it. Guarantee it. So, we're on the way again. We're just trying to find a pass. We find this pass here. We're trying to pass back in. We mess it up. We do it again. We try another pass. I'm finding the extra pass meta is really important if your opposition's defense is a little bit more spread. Nice ball into Smith here. See, still taking that touch ahead of him. I managed to get the ball back. And that there is how I suggest you defend. Wait for your player. Look, just get in the way of them. And then, boom, once they make a heavy touch, then you can get it. Look for those heavy touches. So we're on the break here. And we see the way our team lines up. We've got our left midfielder out quite wide. Our false 9 is dropped off our striker. And our other inside forward is dragging the ball forward. We can see our one midfielder is pushing forward. The other midfielder is here, a wee bit deeper, because they were defending. So we have our back, I guess, 5 at the moment, which will push into a back 4. Play. As we bring the ball forward again, we have to recycle backwards. We get the ball to Alawaran. We try dink over the top. Doesn't work. Doesn't really work anymore. It's been quite nerfed. He gets lucky there. Gets the ball back. Smith. Lays it off to the Dan. Plays the ball through the middle. I've got Baresi. We mess up. And that's what we're seeing quite a lot here. So I've got my one central defender. I've pulled him. I'm bringing him back. My other central defender, I'm not controlling him. So I don't expect him to be doing everything. But I do expect him to have the intelligence of a high-rated card. I don't expect him just to ignore that run altogether. So unless I grab him quick enough, that run will never be covered. And that's the thing people are loving. And they're saying it's a skill gap. That's not a skill gap. It's just a reversal of the AI. The defensive AI used to be so much stronger than the offensive AI. Now the offensive AI is so much stronger than the defensive AI. So you're not even in the playing field out here by making the defensive AI weaker. What you're doing is you're penalizing players. You're not elevating players. You're penalizing players. So we have to understand that there needs to be a balance between what we had before and what we have now. We just need a fine-tuning. The patch has pushed us in the right direction. It needs to be fine-tuned. And there's no point people crowing on about, oh, all of a sudden there's a skill gap and you can skill pass players and you can play your tiki-taka passing around players. It's not like that. What you're doing is you're punishing the broad general player base. And it's not a case of AI defending should be as strong as it was, but the AI defending has to have some impact in your game. There has to be a reason to have top-end cards. But you also should be able to get away with your evil cards to have fun. This shouldn't just be about what you need to do to win. This should be about having fun. And at the moment, the game's not finding that balance still. So we move on. He misses it with Smith, but it's a big opportunity and one I would have expected him to take. So I play the ball forward to Eto. We dink out to Sani. We miss the run. My attacker hasn't made a great run there for some reason. He gets the ball out to Ziriberto. We pick it up. We get back into midfield. I'm trying to use my midfield. I'm trying to be creative with the aspects of my team. I try and turn in. He reads me really well. Gets the ball forward. I've taken Baresi out of the way there, so that's my fault. So this ball from Thuram should never have been allowed to happen. Frimpong at the back post scores. Now, I don't know how anyone else is feeling about the goalkeepers, but I feel my goalkeeper is getting replaced after this weekend's weekend league. I play a poor pass forward and I miss the tackle. And then I missed the slide there with Frimpong. So we have to hold him up. We just get our player in the way, get our body in the way. We run past there, which is an overcommit from me, but Pirlo's there to back me up, and I'm able to control Pirlo and get that tackle in. There, I'm a little confused at this point. When I play the ball here, or when I collect the ball, I give the ball to Sani. I don't do far back. I just don't feel there that Sani is fat. Look, I'm sprinting with Sani. I don't feel like Sani's sprinting there. I don't know if it's my controller or what, but it's weird. We win a penalty, which again you're going to probably see more of because players are going to have to be more manual in their defending and they're going to give away tackles. Fine, that's fine with me. We take it with Roberto and we just plant it down the middle. So it's 1-1. So we're on the way again. He's controlling the ball with Smith and he keeps doing that little jiggy and then sprint burst. That he does that all game. That definitely seems to be something that's come back in a really strong way. He gets the ball forward. I think he's on the wrong foot and it just goes over. So we go forward, back, and then drill the ball forward to Konate. We find a wee bit of space. We're getting the ball into the wide position. We go back to Kachawa. We play the wrong pass there. See, again, don't feel like De Jong was sprinting there. I don't know if that's servers or if it's my controller. I don't know. I'm going to look at that. So we lose the ball in the middle of the park. He gets the ball a 2-on-1. I'm not sure why. At this point, I lose the ball there. I'm not sure why at this point my Baresi, I'm controlling him. I don't know why that gets past me. I think it's because it's on the turn, but it's a little bit annoying because what I would expect is a leg out. I don't think it was far enough away. Maybe it's the camera angle. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm totally wrong with that. Could be. Willing to accept I could be wrong on things. He gets the ball through to Thuram and power shots into the back of net. Yeah, fine. Okay. He can watch his replays as well. I'm not really fussy. So we're on the go again. Get the ball out to Frimpong, who's made a run forward because he's playing as a wing back, remember? A lovely ball through to Sani there. Now I feel like Sani's sprinting. All of a sudden I feel like Sani's sprinting now. And we hit the bar. You know, happens. We pick up the ball again with Roberto. We get into a nice position. Get the ball across. I said you wouldn't see Roberto a lot, but you do actually. So again, what I'd highlight with this goal is he's controlling his central defender. He misses a tackle there. The other central defender, and I don't believe this is right, doesn't move. So the AI of the central defender, Konate here, doesn't move. Now, should that be a thing? Should he only move if you select them? But then we're going to have people being absolute amazing at selecting the players at the right time. Otherwise, it's a goal. And that's what we're seeing. We're seeing high scoring games. Not great. Alawaran mess up the pass, but we get the ball back in position because we just position our player between the in between the pass and lane, and that's what we want to do. Pirlo there, really slow, which I've noticed a big thing. All my players seem to have been nursed for pace. His Roberto's getting down the line. We're just trying to hold him up. Pirlo's in the right position. We mess up the pass out again, which is something I did quite a lot in this game, if I'm really, really honest. He's got his Zidane. He's just trying to find space. Again, he sprints into space. We managed to make the tackle because he's sprinting a lot, which is something I think we'll all get better at again, is when players are sprinting against us, we'll be able to position our players right. There, I'm just looking for a gap through. I'm trying to bait him into bringing centre backs out. He gets away with that one. We get the ball to Sani on the edge of the box. We try and fake shot, but he reads it, which is fine. Gets the ball to Roberto, so he's coming out of the... Which again, we can again see our team is set up with our back four in place and our two CDMs. Our left and right midfielders are a wee bit further forward. which is what we'd expect from this formation. As we get forward, we have to reposition Pirlo because he's out of position. The CPU brings him back. The AI brings him back. We get the ball forward to Eto, Alawaran. We do well to get past. We're looking for the ball in the side, but he defends it really well. He drags his defender back, which is the right thing to do. Alawaran puts a foot in there. We finally recover the ball with Frimpong. De Jong, Roberto. You see how narrow Roberto's come? He's right in the middle of the park, allowing Kachawi to go over on the overlap. But we've lost out. So our team's gone back in. Here we get lucky. We do a really nice high press. We get the ball. We nearly get the ball through there, but Roberto, who I said you wouldn't see, scores a hat trick. And that gets us done. This is though my problem. Look, this here, right? So we've just scored. We're in the 42nd minute. He kicks off. He's playing the ball forward. He does a wee skill move to get past me. Fine, I'm okay with that. But I win that ball and then lose it instantly. I hate that. So, come on, back a wee bit. Let's see this again. He's out of control, pass it straight to me, and I've lost the ball. And that because I've lost the ball, I'm out of position. That goal didn't feel right to me. That goal felt like the game was playing against me there. But whatever, we did it. We get started again. Get the ball to Roberto. We're just trying to make him. We're trying to bait him to bring players out, and every time he does, he's either making a good tackle or we're getting space. Again, he's just sprinting down the line. He tries to find Smith, but we read it. Frimpong, ball forward quickly to Eto, and we're trying to lay the ball off. So there you go with the 4. The game ended. I think he quit at 6-3. Like it's weird. This game is just. You see what I'm. Hopefully you can see what I'm talking about with the AI. It is better to have the AI in favor of the attacking side. I think we just don't have the ratios right. And I feel a lot of people on X are jumping on this bandwagon of the game is brilliant now. Keep it like this. The game is better, but it's not right yet. That's my final say on it. The game isn't finished yet. We need to balance up a little bit so that you can be rewarded for good, accurate play, both in offense and in defense. Once you have that and you can play both, I think we'll be on to a winner with this. Get in it. It's a step in the right direction, like I said. So let's get into my final thoughts. And there you go, that's it. Hopefully you liked that gameplay. Hopefully I wasn't too negative, or didn't come across too negative. I do really stand by my points about this is a really strong patch and it's pushing us in the right direction. I just don't want anybody to feel bad about not being able to defend. Because I tried to highlight those points where the central defenders for both my team and the opposition team, they're not doing enough. The AI is not allowed to do enough at the moment. I don't want the AI going back to what it was because that wasn't fun either. I just think we've gone too far in this direction. So I do feel we will see a shadow patch. I do think we'll see a live tuning event that will slightly boost the AI of defenders. I don't think they'll touch the attacking ability of players now. I think we'll see a slight boost to defensive AI. And that might come in the form of better players, higher rated players, or whatever. But I think we'll see it. And we might see it just in time for the Team of the Year defenders coming out, if I'm honest. We might see our midfield all of a sudden get a boost. And then our defense all of a sudden get a boost. I'm not saying EA would do that, but you never know. But yeah, I love this formation. I love this team. It's definitely staying in my rotation. It's something I would set probably in the defensive. If I've got a goal and I want to just be able to play and defend, I would probably put it there. So the old defensive side of the tactics. D-pad left once or twice. One to select, one to move. You know what I mean? So yeah, thanks for watching. Remember, play this game while you're having fun, and if it stops being fun, stop playing. And I will see you guys on the next video. Catches.